you're all doing well. Sorry, I didn't actually prep the camera angle beforehand. So, I'm gonna turn this down a little more. There, that's better. So, hope everyone's evening's been going well. We are back with some Gunpla and Chill today. The Gelgoog Jager. Much like the Zakuto Kai, this was a redesign of the normal Gelgoog from the original series. Initially, it was just going to be, this is just what the normal Gelgoog is now, but then they decided to reclassify it as something different. But I will get into that when we start building. But there isn't too much about this thing, unfortunately. So it'll be very, very short in that regard. Wonderful manual. I mean, this thing looks nice. Like the redesigned suits, that actually looks pretty damn good. Not a whole lot of stickers, which I'm not surprised. It's an early high grade. And then besides our polycaps, we have a grand total of 4 runners. One more than the Zaku that we did last time. So this might actually go about as quick as that one did. I say quick, and I fucked that one up. Okay. He's out of the way for now. I pulled out the runner holder, but I don't think I'm really going to use it. Mostly because I don't really have a very comfortable spot to put it. Oh, actually, right here might work. Huh. Yeah, right over here works. Right off to the side, away from me. This thing definitely exists for much bigger builds than what I usually do. But oh well. Oh god, the frickin' artwork in here. Okay. Just gotta hope I don't knock this damn thing. Oh! Alright. Let us proceed. I think this be first. Am I right? Yes, I am right. Once again, we start off with the chest. Because of course. Because I just grabbed that up. Here. And yeah, I did find the file. Thankfully. Still very new at using files effectively. Absolutely need to. Okay. So, the Gelgoog Jager. Initially, it was just a regular Gelgoog. When they made the OVA it appeared in, but then down the line they gave it a brand new model number and a very brief history of why it exists, along with stuff like the Zakuto Kai. The Gelgoog Jager was part of the United Maintenance Plan that Zeon did partway through the war, like toward the very end, when they needed to make their stuff a lot more, you know, compatible with each other. And were forcing all their manufacturers to use more standardized parts for all their machines, so they weren't sinking so much money into so many different kinds of prototypes. So the Gelgoog Jager is pretty much more of a cleaned up regular Gelgoog in a way, but it's a little more designed for sniping based off of its main weapon, a long high precision beam rifle. It's got 2 propellant tanks on it to give it more fuel for moving around. It's still loaded up with thrusters. In fact, I believe it might have more thrusters than the regular Gelgoog. No, it's got the same amount of thrusters. Actually, it's got a backpack with a thruster, so it's actually got more. Never mind, it actually has more thrusters than a Gelgoog, so it can move a little better. But unfortunately, there's not much history to it. It came out so late in the war, they didn't make too many of them, and then even after the war was over, none of them really showed up anywhere else. Not in any remnant groups or anything. That's how few there were. So that's about it. Some ace pilots did use them, yes. Some even took them with them after the war until they eventually switched to other machines. That's about it. It's just a high-performance machine that unfortunately came out way too late in order to actually make a significant impact. Much like the regular Gelgoog itself, it came out too late in the war and not enough numbers. And the people they did have using it were all newbie pilots because all their actual ace pilots were either too comfortable using older suits or were dead. And they were using data from ace pilots like Char to design it, so you could only use the, you know, full potential of the machine if you were an ace. If you weren't an ace, well, you're kind of SOL. You basically got yourself a fancy flying coffin. Yeah, that's about it. That's all the Gelgoog Jager's got. It did appear in the same OVA as the Zakuto Kai, Mobile Suit Gundam 0080 War in the Pocket. It was part of a fight scene. That's about it. That's all it's got. Again, it didn't really do anything. It was there. It shot stuff. That's it. I don't have any big histories for it, like, you know, every other suit I managed to do for Gunpla and Chill. So, a tad disappointing there. I will say, though, it's one of the better looking Gelgoog designs. At least the one I like. I kind of like it a little more than the normal Gelgoog. Because that guy's a little more rotund. And has a pig nose. Like, its exhaust snout thing is so squashed, it looks like a pig's nose compared to this thing, which is a little more elongated. It still has the 2 little dots that are presumably vents, but it's not so squished. And I mean, we'll see, because I have Char's Gelgoog sitting next to me, and again, we can do another compare and contrast like we did with the Zakuto and Zakuto Kai. Holy hell, this is one involved backpack. Holy shit. I should be outputting music to you guys. I'm gonna double check. I am outputting music to you guys. I'm not monitoring it. I'm not monitoring only. It is being outputted on the the desktop thing volume. I'm eventually gonna get this music on here as just a track I have on my computer, so I never have to worry about that again. Just make it its own track that turns on when I come to this screen. I need to do that. Solve so many hassles. Having separating your audio is actually a really good idea. Sucks I can't separate my audio for everything. Like, I'd love to be able to separate the Steam audio stuff. Which, I mean, there's probably a way to do it, but I'd probably have to download a separate program for that to run all my audio through, and, well, you know my luck with that stuff. I.e., I don't have luck. Something usually goes wrong, or I don't know what I'm doing, and then I'm only partially using it. I mean, it took me so long just to figure out the stuff I've done now. But I mean, hey, figured it out. You guys are still here and along for the ride, even as it was all scuff and crap. So I thank you for that. I thank you a lot. I'm still working out the microphone thing. Even though it is a very good mic. HyperX Solocast. It is a very nice mic. It's just getting the, what kind of filters or whatnot I want on it, so it catches my voice all the time, doesn't randomly cut out if I go too high or too low. That's always an issue. I mean, that's my current issue. When I try to do weird highs, like loud yelling, it kind of cuts out and distorts. But I think that's mostly my inexperience with, balancing audio and whatnot. Still, I mean, I had luck with the headsets, for the most part. They were still a little iffy. Weirdly enough, the Razer headset I was using in the beginning, when I first started streaming, with its, built-in mic in there, that thing was a fucking champ. That caught everything. If I just had a proper, what the hell is it? What do you call it? I'm putting this on the wrong side. Thing, little pop filter, that's it. If I had a good pop filter on it, it'd probably would have been perfect. Oh well. I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy a third one. Plus, I've got the Steel Series one, which, I mean, the mic is okay. It's good for Discord calls and whatnot, but I'm not really a fan of actually using the headset on this thing for anything. It doesn't sound right. And I'm never going to use the mic built in on the webcam. I only did that once out of necessity when the headset on the first Razer, the mic on the first Razer headset decided to go on me. That sucked. And I was playing through Tales at the time, toward the end of the game too, and you had to deal with a real crap sound. Ugh. Oh well. That was the past. This is now. I'm fairly happy with this setup right now, and will be for quite a while. Okay, oh no, these go up here. Okay, goddamn, this thing is actually loaded with thrusters. Holy hell. Oh god, yeah, this thing is loaded with thrusters, this backpack. The regular Gelgoog, no backpack. Just looking at it, it's like, yeah, there was no backpack on this thing. It only had thrusters under the skirt. It's under its legs. That was it. It did not have a backpack. This thing straight up has a backpack with like 7 different thrusters on it. A few of them for ambiac moving, or ambac moving. Just so they could, properly orient themselves quickly. Which a lot of later suits will have some form of ambac. The original Gundam did not. I'll tell you that right now, it did not have any. Its potential replacement from 0080, the Gundam Alex, did in fact, even in the frickin' shoulders. At least I assume those were thrusters. It just had weird circles on its shoulders. Front and back of them. I mean, the Gundam Alex was meant for Amuro to, be able to fight better with, because it would be better tuned to him. Be able to keep up with his reactions. But again, it got wrecked at the end of the OVA, so it clearly never got to him by the end of the war, so he had to go with just the RX-78-2. Good old grandpa. Most it got from the Alex was just a special coating on all the joints, so it would reduce friction and not, wear itself out because he's trying to move the limbs so fast. So I've posted this on both Twitter and in the Discord. And again, reminder, I do have a Discord. You can join anytime with the command Discord. I'm getting pretty close to the end of the Kingdom Hearts series. We're near the end of Dream Drop Distance. And then after that, it's only really one actual game we've got to go through. Kingdom Hearts 3 being the actual full game, then a tech demo before it, and then a movie before that. So we're nearly done. I was wondering, what are we gonna do to what are we gonna put in and replace that? I have a few options. I was just looking for everyone else's opinion on what they would want to replace it. I just realized that that's really sticking out there. God, getting this off is going to be a pain in the ass. Especially without breaking it. I'll just keep talking as I try to pry this off. There we go. Hey, I didn't break anything too. Perfect. Yeah, there, I see ya. Where's the... Alright, we're getting there. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot better. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. So yeah, once Kingdom Hearts is finished, I have a few options of what I could do to replace it in the, the rotation. I have the all the Arkham games. Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham Asylum, City, Origins, Night. That one's just loose in general, okay. So could play through all of those once that's done. I also have the 2 Force Unleashed games. I have most of the Metal Gear series. Twin Snakes, 1, 2, 3, Peace Walker, both things for Metal Gear Solid 5, Revengeance. Don't have 4 because, well, I don't have a PS3. But I can work on that. What else did I say I had? Oh yeah, I could do all the Halo games. At least the ones that I have. Which would be actually up to Halo 4, including Halo Wars. Don't have Halo Wars 2 or 5 or, well, Infinite. Because, well, I don't own an Xbox One. Ooh, I think I took a little too much off. Okay, where does this thing go? Here? Okay. Okay, see from the back anyway. What else did I say? Oh, God. Let's go into my Twitter real quick. Okay, yeah, that was it. The Batman Arkham games, Halo, Force Unleashed, and the Metal Gear. Those are just all long-haul series of multiple games I could do. I mean, well, Force Unleashed isn't long-haul. It's only 2 games. The second of which is not a very long game at all. I still didn't put the last thruster on. So I could do those guys. If there's any other game series you could recommend, or I could just replace it with something different, like just some more one-shots. So that's also an option. Yeah, I just kind of want to hear everyone's opinion on that at some point. I'm open. Eventually, I'll try to play through all those games. Ooh, careful. I'm just trying to, plan ahead right now for when we do finish off the Kingdom Hearts games. Because we are pretty close to the end, which we're actually getting through them a lot faster than I thought we would. Even with me playing on Proud Mode. Granted, Proud Mode isn't really hard nowadays because of critical mode and all that, but still. Proud Mode was the original, hard mode for the series. And, well, I mean, I've struggled with it as well already. As you've seen. As I rage. Oh, it's not a lot of room for the head to attach. Yeah, I'll probably make a... Yeah, I'll probably eventually make a poll. More than likely once we start or are starting to get through Kingdom Hearts 3. Because that's going to be the last game we end up playing. And while I'll be honest, it is not a very long game, at least the main story. I spent a grand total of 2 days playing it when it came out. Day 1 when it came out, and then the next day. Separated only by sleep and meals. But I got through it pretty quick. It was fairly easy. I was also playing on normal, though. But still, I got through it pretty quick. I didn't do many of this. I didn't really do any of the side stuff either. There wasn't really a lot of side stuff in it to begin with. But still. It's actually not very long of a game. In the grand scheme of things. Yeah, okay, is this guy? Yeah, it's this guy we use the sticker on. Now, this is a different way. This is the most different way I've ever seen of doing the eye camera for any kind of Zaku. Or just any mono eye in general. So, okay, let me tilt this up a little more. Enjoy my Coca-Cola shirt. So we've just put the black sticker on. If you can see on the camera, there's a little indent in there with a hole. I'm gonna be putting another piece in there, and that's gonna act as the mono eye. Oh wow, it's actually a clear piece too. Like a clear red pinkish one, so that's different. I mean, we saw with the Zaku 2 Kai, and when I built the Char Zaku 2, and the Gelgoog, and the Zagok, it was just that single pink sticker I had to place, my hand by my eye of where exactly I want it centered. In this one, yeah, there's no doing that. It's just a piece that plugs in. Which I kind of wish they did more of, to be perfectly honest. Because lining these bastards up is annoying. But then sometimes people like to have their eyes looking somewhere else. That's why some high grades with mono eyes, or even especially later, bigger scaled stuff, will actually have it have a piece on there where the whole thing will move, so you can point it in whatever direction you want it. The sticker goes in the exact same spot every time, but it's able to move along a slight track, usually by taking the head off and twisting one thing. I guess the Gelgoog Jager didn't want to do that. It's like, I only look forward, that's it. A sniper that doesn't know how to check his 6. Then again, it's a sniper. You got other people, and you're just generally farther away from the fights. So you won't have to worry about people being on your 6. Barely make out that eye. Oh, nice. I enjoy hearing my phone go off when apps and stuff happen. I use the good old alert sound from Gundam. Why? Because, well, I like it. I like the sound. It catches it. When it goes off, you can't, like, not hear that. It's very distinct. I've had people who hear it say, is that a dolphin? It's like, no, it's not a dolphin. It's beeping. Very harsh beeping, but beeping nonetheless. Grabs your attention, that's for sure. I think you guys have heard my ringtone go off on stream as well. And that's just the first theme to Gundam Wing. Just communication. Not the whole song, obviously. It'll loop around at one point, but still. It's just communication. There we go. Is this actually getting... Oh my god, it actually fit on there. There is, like, no looking up with this thing. Alright, we're gonna look up. It's already looking up. That's it. That's up and down movement. They can look side to side, awkwardly. But that's a striking head. I will give it that. It's a different head. I kind of like it. Again, I think this is one of the better redesigns. Like, I do like it. Okay, wow, I'm probably gonna have to find some super glue and glue these verniers in. My god, they want to come out. Okay, now it looks like we're moving on to the arms. Lovely. Where am I looking here? 18, okay. There it is. So at the moment, I am currently up to date with Gundam the Witch from Mercury. Very good show. Last episode was something, I will say. It was a holy shit. Yeah, I guess we're becoming normal Gundam now. With some horrifying stuff. Without going into specifics. About what happened. And for whatever reason, the next episode is delayed until the 20th. I don't know why, but it happens. So this Sunday that actually just passed, it was apparently a clip show. A clip show for after 5 episodes. Just it's like a weird summary. It's like, oh, okay. I didn't bother to watch it. But meh. I still need to finish watching, Buto PI, because, well, I love Kamen Rider, and that show is also pretty good. I oh no, it has to be like this, okay. It's kind of amazing, because it's a sequel to a live-action show that came out more than 10 years ago. Like, it came out, the original show came out 11 years ago. A live-action show. It got a sequel manga a few years after it, I think? I have to look up when the manga came out. Oh my god, this did not want to line up. And now it's being a pain in the ass. Oh my god, I don't like it being like this for so long. I'll stress it if I keep it like that. There we go. Okay. That's better now. There we go. And all of a sudden they decided to, you know, make an anime adaptation of that manga. And it's actually good. It gives enough context for people that didn't watch the show to understand what is happening, which I think is the advantage of having the new character they introduced in. Tokime. Having her in is great because she now is our audience surrogate. So if there's something she doesn't understand, someone else in the cast will answer it for her, or she will spout stuff she was told off screen. Generally, if there's some other random character there who doesn't know what's happening, she will be the one to say it. It's like, this is in my notebook kind of thing, because she had to know, she's got to kind of know what's going on at the place she's working now. She's become part of the main cast. And they've already gone on their massive adventure, gotten all their upgrades and whatnot, got their final form, so Double is as strong as Double's gonna get. He's got access to his final form already, he can pull it out whenever the hell he chooses. When they choose, because Double is 2 people. There are 2 in 1 Kamen Rider. Yeah, it is surprisingly good, and I think because of that, there's been a small boom in, just tokusatsu popularity right now. Which is nice. At least I know around here, where I am, tokusatsu's, especially stuff like Sentai and Kamen Rider, is fairly niche. So finding people that also know of it and enjoy it is kind of a... I mean, people usually know of it, at the very least, Power Rangers. But definitely not, like Kamen Rider. So it's kind of hard to find people that also like it. So when you do, it's kind of good. Like, finally, someone I can talk to about this stuff. Even the convention I usually go to, Anime North, or for at least the first 2 years, they had a tokusatsu photo shoot. So anyone that want to dress up in Kamen Rider, Sentai, what have you, it's like, yeah, just dress up in it or wear the belts, hold morphers or whatnot, and then just get your photo taken with other people. Those are fun. I enjoyed the hell out of those. The last tokusatsu shoot we did, though, which was a few years after of them not having any, didn't go so great, unfortunately. Either people didn't see that it was happening, or they had something else they were doing at the time. So there ended up only being like 4 or 5 of us. The person who set up the shoot with the con never showed up either for their own photo shoot to run. We ended up just kind of taking a few group photos for like 10 minutes, and then just called it quits in what's supposed to be an hour slot. So it's like, oh, that kind of sucked. Oh well, maybe next time. Guess what happened next time? COVID. We did not have a convention for 2 years. 2 years. And then when we did, well, you remember when I regaled that story. The bad lines and awful organization of it. Oh, God. Wasted an entire day in that line, pretty much. The entire con day, for the first day, it was a wash. Stuck in that line for so fucking long. Because they weren't having enough people actually check vaccinations. And there was no communication with their people or to us in the line other than go here. Then they started turning people away from the line. Then they had to go through the line and say, if anyone's got passes for just today, come with us right now. And if anyone had passes for just today and didn't get them in, like get them, weren't able to get them, redeem them and use them, they could use them for any other days. It was a mess and a half. People were blowing up on them on Twitter. I think even I made a post about it. It was not good. But that was solely because they wanted to check vaccinations. And were letting people buy the passes, but they could not have them mailed out to them. So you had to pick them up at the convention and get your vaccinations checked. There was definitely a better way to have done that. Like 100%, there was a better way they could have done that. Oh, there we go. Like they could have had you upload the vaccination proofs of vaccination or something, like to pick the QR codes or whatever. The one you're going to buy out, like pay for it. They would confirm they were valid, and then they would actually process the transaction maybe like a day or 2 later or whatnot. That could have been a thing. They could have let people mail them out, and then if you show up, you had to go and get your vaccine checked beforehand. I don't know. There was a lot of things they could have done, but they didn't. But whatever. It was over. The next 2 days were fine because already had everything checked, so I was able to enjoy the con in peace. Just sucked because that first day had a whole bunch of panels and stuff I wanted to go to. And things new, like, That's when a whole bunch of VTubers were guests, and they actually had like half a V Shoujo there, and they were doing a panel, right? I was stuck in the line, so I missed out on it. It's like, son of a bitch. Missed out on Kingdom Hearts a trivia contest. Could have dragged my 2 friends with me there. I think between the 3 of us, we probably would have been fine, even if it's mostly me and the one other friend that actually knew more about the series. Still, you need a minimum of 3 people, so it's like, yeah, you're just coming along to fill a seat. And then there was a Gundam trivia thing that I missed out because I was in that line. I missed out on the, like, mini thrift thing that was going on with people that just had their own anime stuff they were selling, and kind of like a flea market setting for just that night. Missed that. It was a pain. Only got to enjoy couldn't even enjoy the dealer's room because that was closed. I could look at Artist Alley for a little bit, then everything else was closed. Yeah, it was such a mess. But whatever. That was last year. We're hoping this year they have things more settled. Have it all figured out. And hopefully we can get the same hotel. If not the actual closer one to the convention. We'll see. We kind of got lucky we were able to get rooms for that one hotel this year. We actually had rooms for a different hotel at the beginning. And, well, then things opened up in the other one somehow, or at least my buddy was able to get a room there. So I ended up canceling that other one. It was nice. It wasn't as long of a walk. Because if we didn't get it at that hotel, our walk would have been... I am not even kidding you. It would have been like a 25 half-hour long walk over along a highway. At least I think that's how long it takes. I have to look that up, but it's a long fucking walk. And if you go back, and if we had one there and we went back to the hotel, generally it was, we're not going to be leaving again right away. We're going to be sitting our ass in that hotel room for a bit, just kind of relaxing before going on that walk again. Hell, even with our hotel kind of close, our one buddy was going there and taking naps. Just cuz. He was still having naps, just walking back. Yeah, well. It was our fun vacation time, essentially. It was my vacation, literally. Literally, it was my vacation. I took vacation time out and used my vacation pay for it. As I did not too long ago when I actually had a vacation for a full week. That was glorious. I liked it. I liked that vacation a lot. Not just because I had the subathon. That was just great, honestly. Don't know when the next time I'll be able to do that is. Probably next year, same time, around there. Possibly. We'll see. I just know whatever remaining vacation pay I have right now, saved up, is just gonna be paid out to me at well, around Christmas, because that's what the company does. They generally don't want people to carry it over. Sometimes we are given the option of carrying it over into next year, but a lot of the times they just put it onto one of the last paychecks of the year as a bonus, which is nice. It's a nice chunk of change. It kind of sucks that it gets taxed that way, but meh. If you didn't use any of your vacation pay and you worked a lot, that is a nice fat check in the holidays on top of whatever you're already working. Yeah, actually, that time's gonna be coming up pretty soon. Let's see, how many more paydays till the end of the year? Okay, I got a payday this week. 2nd, 16th. Oh. Okay, only 4 more paydays of the year. Damn. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting that Christmas bonus pretty soon then. Cool. Then it comes tax time. Gotta deal with all that, which isn't much of a hassle. Bonus. This paycheck, I believe, is gonna be the last I have of owing them back because of CERB. The 1,000 they said they overpaid me, I believe I just have one more $200 payment. So then they're not gonna take any of my tax return. Come tax time, I just get it all. Plus a revision I think they end up having to do because of all the CERB money they did end up giving me. I had to pay taxes on it that tax year because they just gave it to us straight with no taxes off. But if they said they overpaid me by 1,000, they're gonna have to give me the taxes I paid on at least 1,000 of that back. That'll be nice though. A little extra bit of money. Looks like I can make it hand. Okay. Yeah, we've got a full arm here. Oh, and now we're making the shoulders. Seriously? We're doing the shoulders now. Alright. There's so many different variations of a Gelgoog. I just realized I never brought up a picture for the Gelgoog Jager for you guys to look at. I can do that right now. I'm a dodo. I mean, I'm always a dodo. At least I got everything like partially set up for it. it is. There's the Gelgoog Jager. I cannot believe I forgot about it entirely. It happens. Yeah, speaking of Christmas time coming up, kind of back on that topic, I have actually been slacking on Christmas gifts. Generally, I at least have some idea or have a few things already in by now. This year, not so much. Yeah, I've kind of slacked a little. So, well, I'm gonna be kind of kicking into overdrive pretty soon to get stuff together. I'm probably not gonna go too hardcore on price-wise for it, or on the amount, because my god, the 1 year was insane. I had enough gifts for people that my entire bed was covered, and I have a freaking queen-sized bed. I could have it covered with gifts, none of them overlapping. But I might go a little smaller this year, for my sanity and pocketbook. But there'll still be things I think people would enjoy in some fashion. I mean, technically, this is some things I'm building right now are for people. And, oh, this actually wants me to add a sticker to it, too, afterward. And, oh, we're actually almost done a runner. But we're still on the arms. We're still working on the damn arms. This wants me to add this lightning bolt style sticker. I believe it's an insignia for the unit that used this suit in the OVA. Kind of surprised there wasn't one on the Zaku-2-Kai. There was a sticker on the Zaku-2-Kai that I added after the fact. That was a Xenon symbol on its shoulder shield. The, like L-shaped one. Okay, how do I want to do this? Ah, okay, I see. So it wants me to put the shoulder in first. And then we get the arm in. A little awkward, but can get it in there. Nice. Oh, one is still missing a hand, but oh well. It's actually not too bad so far. Now I almost want to keep it. Or I don't know, I might just end up buying another one and building it myself to add to my personal collection. We'll see. I have the option of 2 different stickers to throw on here. On like a chest. Might leave those off for now. Might not actually end up using those at all. I'm working on the legs now. 20 and 21. Also, I do have my schedule for next week finished, and it is on, it is up on the Discord. I haven't put it onto Twitter yet, just because I wanted to do it quickly and then start up stream. But it is there. And we'll go over it after we are done with, this bad boy. That's the hard part. That didn't work. Come apart, come apart, come apart. Come apart without breaking. Yeah. This is gonna be a clusterfuck. Oh, great. Yay. Just die. Come on. Oh, yeah, I can see those stress marks. God, I did not like that. Yeah, lining up the holes on the plastic ones are fine. It's on the runner ones, the rubbery ones. Those are the fun part, because either they line up or they're just off and you're pushing against the rubber and deforming it. Which is what actually happened. It is still happening right now. Jesus. Yeah, it's still happening. Good. Actually, that looks like it's in. It's just not the best. There we go. I think we're good now. Not looking forward to the next one, though. Oh, we're working on feet, and that's gonna actually get this one runner finished off. Once we build the second foot, though. That's what I wanted. There we go. There we are. Now it's on there. Yeah, everything's stiff. We're actually making... I'm gonna jinx myself, but we're actually making good time. Said that last time with the Zaku, and it ended up taking longer than I thought. I mean, we are on the legs and only about an hour 20 in. Granted, we've only built the feet and the upper legs. Still. This thing's got some massive ass feet, like my god. thing on upside down? No, it didn't. There we go. Okay. Well, that's a leg. We have leg. And I had to do it all again for the other leg. Look at that, we're almost done with this runner. Put him on the wrong side, that's why. No wonder it's not moving. It's like, gee, why isn't it going in? Oh, I'm putting him on the wrong side. Good job, dumbass. Alright, now the fun and annoying part is lining up two plastic pegs, two big plastic pegs, four small plastic pegs, and two rubber. And have them all go in smoothly and not bunch up and fuck up. Well, I mean, it didn't fuck up. Just wish I was big enough to be able to fill the gaps. Oh. I'm still an amateur builder. This one a little less painful than the other one. But we're going to be finishing this runner off for sure now. Like fairly soon. And then the other runner will be following behind it. Okay, we still have the waist. After we finish these legs, we have the waist and the weapon. And then that's it. holding the wrong part. Because of course I was. And look at that, we got an empty runner. That's not the part. Nope. That's a knee. There it is. I saw 5 and thought it was 15. Hey, we're gonna have another empty runner. Excellent. there's other leg. We got 2 legs. Yeah, don't mind me just playing around with legs. Alright, now we are working on... looks like the waist. Satisfying? Gee, I wonder what the butt skirt is. Seriously? Fell right out. I guess I'm gonna have to fucking super glue this guy then, too. Yeesh. If I remember to. nice and toy like a toy girl. Jesus. The other one holds on decently, that one doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna have to like dab a little bit of super glue on these things just to keep them in there later. God damn. Never had something like that happen. It just decides to become like a mini hand grenade. Oh, this thing even has crotch verniers. Yeah, the regular Gelgoog don't got that. It ain't got no crotch verniers. That doesn't feel right. Actually, it wasn't right. Ah, it's better. It's a lot better. Okay, main body is done. It's not as, that red as on the picture, but still, I like it so far. Now I'm making the gun and the propellant tanks. This thing has like what looks on here as like a tripod that can fold out, but it can't. It's fully molded on here. It's like, yeah, totally a sniper rifle. See the tripod? Or bipod? You can't pull it off because, well, this is just molded plastic, sir. This isn't intricate. We are not a real grade. Or a master grade. Or perfect grade. This is high grade. A very early high grade at that. Okay, now what's the box say? When was this bad boy initially out? 2004! Let's go! This is an oldie. Thing's going on 20 years old at this point. Hell, the Zaku 2 I made the other day was only like 14 years old. Jesus! They made the Jaeger, which had like a bit part just kind of showing up in the OVA first before the Zaku 2 Kai that actually had a big role. Whatever. That's Bandai for you, okay? That's Bandai. They're the ones that made that decision. Still, not the oldest kit I have made on stream or in general. I can't remember which one actually takes that prize. It might be the gym that I have, possibly. or the Zagok. I'll have to look at what kits I have again and cross-reference with the high-grade lists. Funnily enough, the first of the high-grade Universal Century kits that came out, which is like the main high-grade line, was not the original Gundam, nor was it the Zaku 2. Of all fucking things, the first high-grade was the gun cannon. That's what side characters in the original show used. Not main, like, I mean, they were like, there's more side characters. They weren't really main characters. I mean, they were named and they didn't die, mostly. But they weren't the Gundam. They were in the gun cannon. A big red thing with cannons over its shoulder. That existed mostly to job. Oh no, sorry. The gun cannon at least got some good wins and wasn't a total waste of time. The biggest waste of time in the original Gundam suit-wise was the gun tank. It was exactly what you think it is. It was like, if I were to take this Gelgoog here, if I were to take this, plop that onto some tank treads, and then give it some cannons over its shoulder, that's essentially the gun that's essentially the gun tank. That's what it literally, it's like a half a mobile suit. Awkwardly, they used it so much. They used it so goddamn much. Even into the end of the fucking series. The thing flew in space. Just watching a tank casually fly in space. In the compilation movies, the gun tank ends up getting replaced with a second gun cannon. And that is essentially what they go off of now, is, yeah, he always piloted a gun cannon after a certain point. The gun tank was just kind of a thing. We don't bring up the gun tank anymore. Awkward. Yeah, really awkward. The pose with this. I don't know, what's it like that? Weird. Yeah, awkward, but it's in there. At least. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Just do it like that, so it's at least level. Oh, that came up. Did it really not? Oh my god, that's awful. Yeah, that's awkward. Just ruining it. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay. It's just kind of one more hand that I could use as like a supporting hand for the thing. If I wanted a two-hander. I mean, if it's a sniper rifle, yes, you'd want to be two-handing it. Okay. Got our extra hand. Freaking weird. And then the last things we gotta build are the propellant tanks, which are easy. They're 2 bits of plastic that snap together. Oh, the propellant tanks aren't even in the line art I have up. Oh well. I mean, they're propellant tanks. They're not, you know... They're not like, I can't function without them. It's just, it can't function for as long without them. And, I mean, once they're empty, they're, just kind of dead weight. Wait, how does it want me to put these in? Oh, I see. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, once the... once the fuel in the tanks is used up, it's technically dead weight. And if you're in the middle of a combat battle, a combat situation, and you need to get away quickly, guess what? Dead weight ain't gonna help you, so ditch them. Sure, if you can keep them on and bring them back so they can be reused and refueled, that's great. But if you need to get away quickly, get rid of them. It's literally just a storage container for extra fuel. They can make that pretty easily. Again, if need be. Making the mobile suit again is not so easy. In fact, you could use your propellant tanks for decoys. Just drop them, let them explode, think you died. Alright, that is it. So there, ladies and gents, and other peoples, it's the Gelgoog Jager. Nice big gun, propellant tanks, big ass feet, its flared out shoulders, a backpack with a fuck ton of verniers on it. Yeah, this thing looks pretty good. Got more thrusters under the feet, as you can see. Some are more splayed out than the others. Rather have them... That's better. Now you can actually see it. And it should be in the instructions. Yes, the rest is just poses. There we go. Bonito. Now, like I said, I'm going to bring in the original, regular TV series Gelgoog for comparison. So we have our Jager, and we have our TV. They pretty much have the same colors. The light red is like the same shade, but the darker one is very clearly darker on the Jager. Like I said, this guy is a chunky boy. This guy got slimmed down a bit, and I kind of like the proportions more on this guy than this guy. The gun is definitely different. No shield on the Jager. No melee weapons on the Jager. So, if something gets in close to this guy, he's kind of SOL. The shoulders are more or less the same, only a tad bit bigger with a bit more detail to them, but... yeah. And you see what I mean about the faces? how the regular Gelgoog's more shortened and kind of has a pig nose look to it, whereas the Jaeger is a little more, has a little longer of a snout and not as compact of a face. They still have the mohawks, only the Jaeger's is bigger, and they have the command horns. These have the caps, they've got thrusters on the bottom, one less thruster on the Jaeger. And they should, yep, and they've got more thrusters underneath the legs. And again, as a comparison at the back, there is no backpack on the regular Gelgoog, just a thing to hold its beam Naginata. Yeah, I'm gonna take forever to try to repose the Gelgoog back on the shelf, but oh well. I'm gonna swap screens over now. And shoot. Up it up. Up it up, up, up. There we go, perfect. Yeah. Nice kit. I do very much like the proportions of it. I'm really tempted to get one just for myself. I might. In all honesty, I might just get one for myself, because I do like it. We'll see, though. Maybe there'll be some other ones I want for this guy. Even if he is cheaper, because he's an older kit without that wood plastic to him. It is a very, very nice looking kit. So, as the schedule says next to us, tomorrow at 10 we will be back with some more of Messiah. Gonna continue on from Amane's route, which is getting very Grisaya now. It's taken the total 180 from low silly situations and a lot of sexual humor to dark. And then we have a potential night stream. I have to call in to find out if I need to work at 1 o'clock. If I do not, then we will continue our Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance playthrough, going through the next world in the ring we have. So the 7 p.m. Kingdom Hearts stream tomorrow is probationary. We shall see. Because I am streaming tomorrow, I won't bring the schedule up yet. I could actually end up tweaking it, potentially. I'll see, because I do still have one more kit to actually do. The high-grade camphor, but that thing has a lot of plastic to it. It's a thicker box. Here's the lid for the Jaeger. Probably an extra runner or two in there compared to the Jaeger itself. So this will take a little longer than my usual 2 hours, a tad bit longer, especially because this thing comes with a bunch of weapons, like a whole bunch. But we will get into that when I get into that. I might change one of the streams I have next week to be a Gunpla chill. I could also just save it for the week after. I'll figure it out and I'll let you guys know, obviously. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching and lurking. I appreciate it very, very much. And I'll be back at 10 a.m. tomorrow for some more Fruit of Grisaya. So, I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night. I'll see you next time.